We are not saying that Susan Kihika is an angel. But what we are saying is, why waste all the energy, all the money, and in fact you are transporting people from Nakuru Molo to take them to Naivasha just to do a presser to abuse the governor wherever she is. We have seen at the national level what people are talking about. We cannot continue to bring the same debate from January to December. So we are telling you, madam, you must shape up. Stop misleading the people of Nakuru that with the absence of the governor, nothing is going on. There is nothing. We want you to table any evidence you have that nothing is going on in Nakuru because Susan Kihika is not there. We are aware every other day we are seeing. As friends of devolution, we have a duty, by the way, to say what the county government is doing. We are seeing every day. They are posting what they are doing in terms of water. They are posting in terms of Maram roads, in terms of coming up with other infrastructural projects. Like even these people you are every other day using money to call to Naivasha, give them 5,000, 10,000 to come and continue to abuse Susan Kihika. We want to tell you to stop that nonsense. We want to tell you, do your job. But we are going to defend devolution, because if we go the way you are going, you yourself, Madam Senator, you are going to make sure, and you are going to make that Nakuru may lose even funds when it comes to implementation, because you are creating a crisis when there is none. My name is Benson Macharia. I'm the chairman, Friends of Devolution. Our big job is to make sure that we look at the milestones. What have the county done so far? What have they been able to achieve as a county? At the same time, we are supposed to look at the challenges that are facing the Nakuru County government, and also the way forward, because we cannot be talking about milestone challenges and then we stop there. We have to look at now from there, where do we go to? What is the way forward for our county? And especially most of the time, it is in terms of development, the political environment, and looking at exactly what do we do to make sure that we continue to support the county government of Nakuru, and we continue also to criticize and also say where they have gone wrong. Our job here is not to praise people, but we have to take the necessary measures, because if we don't protect devolution in Nakuru County, it is going to suffer, and it is not going to go in the right direction. I've taken my leave today to address this matter once again. The Senator of Nakuru is becoming an ISO for the county of Nakuru. You cannot be every other time be organizing people. You organize even a fake press conference where you go there and you purport to lecture the people of Nakuru by talking on frivolous grounds. First of all, let me say, the Senator of Nakuru is supposed to be the protector number one for the county government of Nakuru. Is supposed to be there networking for the betterment of Nakuru County, so that in case there is any slash of our resources, the Senator can always stand there, be there to defend Nakuru, and also speak on behalf of Nakuru people. Number two, when it comes to representation, we expect that the Senator of Nakuru should by now have identified even friends outside Nakuru. Those she should be telling us, me myself, as Senator Tabitha Keroche, have been able to bring A, B, C, D, so that our youths can get opportunities. Not just a mayor at your meeting with the CS for, I don't know where, CG Blue Economy, and you say you have secured position for our youths in Nakuru during Safari Rally. Which one? Can you quantify anything? We expect you to be talking to manufacturers, your fellow manufacturers, so that they can come and invest in Nakuru and our youth can get employment. We expect that the jobs available anywhere for the government, you are supposed to be having that opportunity. How do they access them? Otherwise, your job will just be only to be lamenting here, whereas where you yourself, your personal input as far as an elected leader, and especially the senator, is null and void. We want to warn you again. We cannot continue to put Nakuru County in the news for the wrong reasons. The other time you went to the parliament, you went to Senate, You still talked about Nakuru, whereby people started trivializing. You are the one who is bringing those issues of maternity and Susan having children and so on and so forth. I have seen you that yesterday you were shamelessly saying that the county is unable to do any development. First of all, let me tell you, development does not depend on the governor. Development is planned by Wanchiko through public participation, and the same is approved as a budget, sent to the control of budget, and is also executed by the staffs of Nakuru County. Let me tell you, Susan Kihika is not an accounting officer. Let me elimisha you kidogo. You seem don't understand devolution. Susan Kihika is not an accounting officer. If you have evidence that Susan is signing for any department, she is signing for the release of funds or for any other matter, please bring that to our attention. We are well aware a governor is not supposed to be an accounting officer. So when you keep saying every other time that Susan Kihika is unable, that Nakuru County is unable to do any development, I want to tell you, madam, you are a senator. Check your facts right so that you stop this trivialization of Nakuru County. We are supposed to see that at the end of the day, when you talk about Nakuru as a vacuum, do you understand the Constitution of Kenya 2010, where it talks about the president and the deputy, where the County Government Act of 2012 talks about the governor and the deputy governor? What is the work of those people? They are supposed to deputize when one is not available. But to our amazement, you are speaking like a kangaroo person. You don't even understand the law. You are saying that there is a vacuum. For what? I want you, even today, because you are a senator, can you bring any document that Susan has not signed for implementation of program so that we can also take action? There is none. But you are just trying to tell people there is vacuum. Vacuum for what? Let us even not talk about the maternity leave. Let's talk about the Constitution. What does the law say? The law is very clear on the execution of mandate. That is why we have the governor, the deputy governor, the CECs, the chief officers, the directors, and now the staffs. Where is the governor coming from? That those people are still here, but the governor is not around, and you are saying things are not moving. Where? Come with facts so that we can start trusting you as our senator. Number two, you cannot be talking about hospitals and maternity and you continue to talk every other day talking about there is lack of drugs, there is lack of maternity service just because that Susan is away. You are supposed to be telling us. Myself as a senator, I have done this kind of audit. I've looked at the health centers within our county. I've gone to our sub-counties and these are the gaps. So that we also start trusting you. First of all, you also have money for oversight. What is that money you are using for? You are supposed to use it for research. You, Senator, when we hear, you yourself, you are unable even to account for money that was given to you for the financial year 2023-2024 for 6 months. That's why we took you even to court. Otherwise, let me tell you, madam, you can run, but you cannot hide. You must take responsibility when it comes to matters oversight. We must start seeing you rolling over serious programs for the people of Nakuru, even as a senator. We remember you are the first one to complain that there was no oversight money, but when it came, you misused the same money. That is why you are still in court. And you have been given 60 days. The EACC must also arrest you because you have been given 60 days. They have been given 60 days to summon you and your people so that they could record statement and they will be prosecuted. So we expect you as a leader of Nakuru to stop this issue shenanigan of always bringing shame to Nakuru people by always seeming to attack Governor Susan Kihika. We are not saying that Susan Kihika is an angel, but what we are saying is, why waste all the energy, all the money, and you are transporting people from Nakuru Molo to take them to Naivasha just to do a presser to abuse the governor wherever she is. We have seen at the national level what people are talking about. We cannot continue to bring the same debate from January to December. So we are telling you, madam, you must shape up. Stop misleading the people of Nakuru that with the absence of the governor, nothing is going on. There is nothing. We want you to table any evidence you have that nothing is going on in Nakuru because Susan Kihika is not there. We are aware every other day we are seeing. As friends of devolution, we have a duty, by the way, to say what the county government is doing. We are seeing every day. They are posting what they are doing in terms of water. They are posting in terms of Maram roads, in terms of coming up with other infrastructural projects. Like even I was in Njoro today to visit the Njoro sub-county hospital to see there was a complaint, and already one of the chief officers there has taken responsibility and somebody has been sacked. These are the leadership we want, but we don't want this issue of just calling people in Naivasha every other day you're in Nakuru, and then you start telling these those ladies, they start trivializing Susan Kihika. For how long will you continue to call people in Naivasha to just talk about Susan having given birth? Keroche, you must style up. You are a senator and you must act as a senator. Otherwise, we are also going to demand that you also vacate your office because you have failed in your duty in terms of representation, oversight, and legislation. So far, Senator Keroche, you have not told us that there is a legislation I have taken to the Senate so that this and this can happen and improve the lives of the people of Nakuru. We have other issues. You see, like we have the road here. The road here, the Rironi Mau Summit Road. You have never seen you talk about that road. You are not talking about county projects. We have never seen you talk about this GDC and how they are supposed to assist the people of Nakuru. We have never heard you talk about Lake Nakuru, how other counties like Kajiado are being handed over some of the parks so that they can manage it, like Amboseli. What are you trying to tell us? For you, you are just frivolous, trying every other day to call people at Naivasha and just talk about Susan Kihika. No, you must give the county government opportunity. And I want also to encourage the deputy governor of Nakuru. You must take your responsibility as the deputy governor of Nakuru. You must take charge every other time. And people should not try to interfere with you. You have been given mandate by law to deputize and act as a governor right now when our governor is not around in the county. But we cannot keep on saying every other day, oh, the governor is not there. It is like the world has come to an end. We want to see implementation of all the programs and all the projects being done in Nakuru County. But Madam Keroche, I must tell you, we must come to the realization. We must agree that you have failed us, Nakuru County. You have failed in your oversight role. These people you are every other day using money to call to Naivasha, give them 5,000, 10,000 to come and continue to abuse Susan Kihika. We want to tell you to stop that nonsense. We want to tell you, do your job. But we are going to defend devolution, because if we go the way you are going, you yourself, Madam Senator, you are going to make sure, and you are going to make that Nakuru may lose even funds when it comes to implementation, because you are creating a crisis when there is none. I'm yet to see any document like these projects for the county government. I've been able to go there and I've been doing research. I'm looking at implementation. I have looked at the county integrated development plan that contains all the projects for the county government of Nakuru. I've looked at the annual development program, the plan itself. I've looked at the approved budget that was done. And I can relate from the county CIDP to the ADP and to the budget. And this is what we are going to use as a scorecard when we are going to gauge what has been done by this county government. So that even when we raise questions, I know there are people who are going to be uncomfortable, but they must also allow us that we cannot just continue to plan and nothing will be implemented. We want to judge Nakuru from the CIDP, ADP and the budgets, but we are not going to judge Nakuru because of individuals for that matter. Susan Kihika can take her time. Even if she is sick, she should take her time and heal and heal completely. We cannot drag her to the county so that we can just be seen that Susan Kihika is here. I want to remind the people of Nakuru. The former governor of Nyeri, Derito Gachagua, stayed for almost 2 months, 2 years and 4 months in hospital. That guy was suffering. And the people of Nyeri depended on the deputy governor then, who became the governor, until the passing on of the governor. Why didn't the people of Nyeri going to the street? Can we drag somebody from hospital so that we can be seen that we are working as Nakuru County? Let us respect the processes. Let us respect the right to privacy and the right to health. Finally, those who are organizing even for the demonstration, those who are talking and all that, they must also understand. We want them also to talk about Nakuru, not just only coming to trivialize our matters here by purporting to be talking attitude to Trump or Hugo Chavez of Venezuela. That will not assist us. Susan Kihika is not a criminal. And you cannot start purporting to behave like that. We are going to challenge also that one. And we are going to say, those who are here, we know you have a right, but don't take your right too far in terms of trivializing our serious county matters, and especially when it comes to Nakuru County. I want to see a challenge in terms of development. Let somebody talk about development. Let them talk about what has not been done. Let us be told money has not been paid because this and this has happened. But not this bullshit of every other day saying Susan is not there. So what? Even when Susan was here, she was working. She was either here, either in meeting the Council of Governors, either she is meeting some other dignitaries, either she is welcoming the president, either she is chairing cabinet. Where did we used to interact with her? So let us not try to confuse Nakuru people. Let us be serious so that we can have a great one county of Nakuru. And as past that time, when we are going to have a county that will be respected, will focus more, leaders will come together for purposes of development rather than political machinations like we are seeing the Tabitha Keroche is doing. Thank you very much, and God bless Nakuru.